Hey, how you doing, everybody? It's Joe Henry, Lake of the Woods Tourism. So, we're talking ice fishing on Lake of the Woods. And it's funny because, most people come up to catch walleyes and saugers up at Lake of the Woods. And after all, it's the walleye capital of the world, right? But what's funny is when you're fishing Lake of the Woods, you never know what you're going to poof that ice hole. I mean, you might set into something that you think, geez, I have a rock, but I'm fishing mud, and it's a sturgeon. You might catch I'll tell you, if you haven't caught an eelpout up at Lake of the Woods, it's fun. When we catch an eelpout, you know what we call it? We call it a bout with a pout. That's what we call it. And I'll tell you, it used to be that people would catch eelpout and they'd throw them out on the ice for the eagles to eat. Not anymore. They've learned, the secret's out. You take those back straps off the eelpout, and those back straps are darn good. They call it poor man's lobster. And what you do is you take those back straps off right above the rib cage, and you take that tail meat off. And then what you do is you cube it, and you boil it in either 7-Up or salt water. And I'll tell you what, you dip it in melted butter, it tastes just like poor man's lobster. It's really, really good for an appetizer. When people catch eelpout, a lot of times you're just fishing walleyes normally throughout the day, and you think you have a nice walleye and it ends up being an eelpout. The other thing is, if you're staying in a sleeper house, leave your minnows down. Yes, Lake of the Woods has stained water, and yes, most of the bite for most of the fish is during the day. But your eelpout will hit at night, and also you might get a Roman walleye coming through that whacks a rattle reel once in a while. So hey, when you're fishing Lake of the Woods, you never know what you're going to pull through the hole when you're fishing walleyes. But I'll tell you, eelpout is one of those fish that, I hate to say it, it's gaining a lot of popularity. If you want to find out more about fishing Lake of the Woods, check out our website. It's lakeofthewoodsmn.com.